In this session, we shall examine the fourth type of innovation, which is domain innovation. Now, domain innovation basically extends the competency of innovation to all professionals in all their work areas. Thus, everybody can be an innovator in their work domain. Now, every domain has a certain boundary of knowledge. Now, any professional in that domain can create new concepts beyond that boundary of knowledge. And if he's able to convert that new concept into reality, into a real-time product or process or concept, the person can become an innovator. And these are called domain innovators. This is a new territory for the field of innovation. Let's take an example. Now, this is a case called Abhas. This basically case is about the power loss that a power distribution company faced because of its distribution in slums. It was never able to collect, the bills, the invoices, the payment for the invoices from the slums, and it could not cut off electricity because of political pressure. So the current collection system was not working. So this company came out with a new system of collection. It hired women from the slums, called them Abhas, which in Sanskrit basically means light. And these personnel called Abhas were trained in the process of collection and consultancy to the slum dwellers as to how they can pay off their bills. And what is the impact? It was a 183% increase in revenue from slums over 5 years. This is a typical example of domain innovation in the area of collections. Let's take another example. There was a major problem of electricity pilferage. So what did this company called Torrent do? They converted the transmission lines from LT to HT. And thus they had to install transformers. And what is the clear impact? The impact was reduction of pilferage. Now these are all examples of domain innovation. Let's take another dramatically different example. Quite a few of us have seen this Bond movie called Skyfall. It had global earnings of 1.1 billion. Now, why was it such a spectacular success? Now, see, basically the characterization of James Bond is that he's indefatigable. He gets out of, situations where one cannot get out of, impossible situations, and he's a great shot, and nobody can beat him in a fight. But in this movie, he's portrayed as a person who's growing old, gets beaten up, is not able to shoot straight, right? It's a new kind of a James Bond. So there's innovation in the characterization of James Bond, this domain innovation. And that is what is one of the fundamental reasons for the attraction of this movie as being fundamentally different from other James Bonds, and that's why it's a great success. Let's look at another example of domain innovation in finance. Now, demonetization. Now, this is a domain innovation in finance in order to root out black money, right? However, we cannot call it innovation because it has been tried earlier. In case a different system of demonetization had been tried by whichever government that tries it, a different system, generally the process of demonetization, it follows the same system wherever it has been implemented. If they try something new, it would be domain innovation. So as of now, it cannot be categorized as domain innovation if the process of demonetization remains the same. Okay, another example of domain innovation is IPL. IPL stands for the Indian Premier League in cricket. The Indian Premier League in cricket, in which the number of overs are 20, and it is between cities. Now, this is definitely a domain innovation in the area of cricket, in the domain of cricket, and the success is visible for everybody to see. So these are the different examples of domain innovation, and which basically indicate, these examples or cases of domain innovation basically indicate that whatever be your area of domain, you can innovate in that area. And for innovation in that area, you can use all the tools, all the systems and processes which are there in this entire online session, in this entire online workshop, to innovate in your domains. Now, we generally presume that only product and process innovation is innovation.